Okay, we're back. Um, this is exciting. There are tons of people that are trying to hack the challenges, and we've got even I think one person that did the first
Oh,
five.
the
Yep.
scoreboard just updated.
Oh
He did all
wow!
six.
Wow.
We got a
Wow.
winner!
That's
That
amazing.
is
That's
incredible.
amazing.
Wow, in a record time.
Look at the speed. Like the second place is only has 4 solves so far. That is incredible.
Yeah, that is
Congratulations, Felipe.
incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
And
the
these
last
last
challenge was
challenges
really
are
hard,
not.
right? Well,
Yeah, they
apparently not
are
for Felipe, but it was.
Yeah, it was definitely it's not an easy one. It's not an easy one. It's fairly
amazing.
tricky here. Um, well done, guys. So first of all, I'm super excited. I see a lot of participation. I see a lot of excitement. We had a couple of hiccups with the timers in the beginning. All fixed now. Should be fine. All standardized on one time zone. So it looks great now. And yeah, I guess it seems like everybody's able to make progress. So I
Yeah.
wonder if we can.
And we have a lot of activity on Discord as well, right? Like people are. So if you guys need any questions, if you have any questions or anything, we're on Discord. You can go there and discuss this. Um, yeah, and Robbie, why don't we give the audience sort of a hint for at least challenge number one?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think.
Let's talk a bit about challenge number one, because that is the beginner challenge. And of course, not everybody is like Felipe. Not everybody has this insane ability to solve all these challenges directly. And that's okay. Everybody is in a different place in their learning path. So it's like if you could open challenge number one,
Oh
then,
yeah,
then
absolutely. I think we
can have
should
a
go
little look at
one by
that.
one. Yep.
Yeah, so challenge number one, it is a Node.js application. We have the source code here, and we see that the libraries that we're using is Express, which is a library to just allow us to kind of have a web server open. We then have JSON Web Token, and which is the JWT, and then we also have body parser just to allow us to utilize JSON. We then see that we set a secret key, and that secret key comes from the environment variable, so that is very secret to us. We then start with a middleware function, and this middleware function is going to get called on every single request that is made. So this is going to be executed, and it's going to do a couple of things. It's going to start on line 14 by getting the token from the request body. So you have to give it a token, and this is going to be a JWT token. Now, JWT, for those that don't know, it's a stateless way of doing authentication. So how it works is the server has a secret code and is going to use that and some cryptography to create a signature for a token. And then when it gets a token back, it can verify that signature using that secret code again. And that can be used to then say, okay, you are user 10, so you have this token for user 10, and the server can then verify when you send a request that you are user 10. And the goal of this challenge is to break that authentication system. So we can see on line 16, it checks if the token is there. If it's not there, it throws an error. And then it's going to go into this try catch segment where it is going to verify the token. So it takes in the token you sent and the secret key, and it's going to try to verify them. But there's something weird going on here, because the algorithms is set to a lot of algorithms. And normally in JWT, you use one kind of algorithm, and that's what you allow. But in this case, it allows all algorithms. And that is something that is out of the ordinary. And when you're looking for vulnerabilities, it's really good to look for things that are out of the ordinary. So I think as a hint for all the beginners that are stuck at this place, or even the experts that perhaps are stuck on this place, is to kind of read the documentation for the JSON Web Token library and look at what it has to say about all these algorithms, because maybe there's some algorithms that are better to use than other algorithms, and maybe that way you can get ahead. And if we scroll down in a code, then once you have a token that you've created, that you can bypass this check, then below we can see this API route /flag. And if you can change the access of your token to include flag, then you get the flag back, and then you solve this challenge. And that is kind of how this works. And I also heard there were some people who were having a bit of issues with figuring out the platform here. So below you see a URL. That's the URL that you're going to make requests to. and then in the bottom you enter the JSON data for the request. So in this case, that would look like JSON with then an object token, and then as a string your JWT token. So that's kind of how you should submit the data here, and then the platform will automatically detect if you solve the challenge or not. But obviously, it's also maybe not a bad idea to take this code locally and to work on your own PC, and then once you have a valid solution, go and submit it. So I hope that hint helped you. I see in the chat that Ash Fake, I hope I said your name right, that you are here for the hint. So I hope that helped you, and I hope that's gonna get you along there to solving this challenge.
Cool. So when we will be back at, I think we're going to be back at 2 p.m. Maybe we can give a hint for challenge number 2 as well.
Yep,
so hopefully by then we'll see more people solving challenge number 1. Yeah, and that's it, guys.
Yeah,
anything
you
else?
can see there's now 550 attempts for challenge 1, so people are definitely giving it their best. So yeah, I'm excited to hear. And also, as an update for everybody that's watching here right now, if you solve a challenge and you're like, that was a cool challenge, I want to write a blog post about it, I want to make a video about it or whatnot, we're going to be giving away some swag to write-up writers. So if you make a write-up, send it to us over Discord, over Twitter, wherever you want, and then we can maybe give you some swag for making a cool write-up. That's
so and that's even if you solved only number 1. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
we just are
absolutely.
looking for good write-ups. That's what we're looking for. So
exactly.
Because this is a learning exercise for all of us, and we want people to basically share their knowledge with others.
Yeah.
Great.
So yeah, I'm excited. This is looking great. And please use our Discord for questions. We're there. Robbie's there. I'm there. People already had conversations about different things. We can provide additional hints and whatnot through the
and
channel.
after the CTF, I'm also sure that after the CTF, once it's done, you can start discussing the solutions. So right now, keep the solutions to challenges private. But once the CTF is finished, then there will definitely be people talking about the solutions on there. So if you're stuck and you think, I will never figure this out, at the end of the CTF, you can find out the solution. But right now, you still have 4 hours of time to figure it out and make sure that you don't need the solution. So yeah.
And we also have a question here. Until when can we submit the write-ups? Robbie,
so I think we'll give 2 weeks to kind of like give people an opportunity to write something really nice. So through the following week, Sunday, is a good timing. I think 2 weeks from now should work great. And we will then kind of like already review all the write-ups and come back with our results for the winners.
Amazing.
2 weeks from today, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, great. So
any more questions from the chat? Say them now, and then we can still answer them.
Yep.
And in the meanwhile, I need to get a hold of Felipe, because I am that is incredible. Even me making the challenges, I was not even able to solve my own challenges where I knew the solution but in that record time, I think. So that is really cool. Really, really
That's cool. That's very, very cool. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so if there's nothing else, let's wrap it up. In 2 hours, we're going to go live again and talk to you about probably giving hints for challenge number 2 and see how it goes. And keep us updated through the Discord server.
Perfect.
Great. Thank you, everyone.
Thank everybody. Have fun.